Today is episode, I want to say 268. 268. And this is the roll, obviously, that we're going to review today. Now, if you've been watching the channel and you've been keeping up with it, then you know that I picked up these rolls 2 times from my a local branch. The first time, all the rolls were all copper, and it led me to believe that it was from someone's someone was saving copper pennies. Okay. The second time, there was some zinc mixed in. So my assumption is that the person brought in one batch of rolls and then they brought in another batch. Altogether, it has to be about $40 or $50 and like 100 of these rolls, give or take 20. So this is the roll from the second batch. I keep on opening up the rolls that are all copper. Now, this one might be all copper also. I can't believe I forgot to put the speaker thing in. I went through all of that. And if I remember correctly, I can't believe I didn't put in my speaker thing. All right. Now it should blink until this goes in. Stops and it goes solid green. So hopefully I don't screw up this whole video. I really like this intro, so I don't want to redo it. Okay, so without further ado, let's see if this is going to be an all copper or if there's going to be some zinc in it. Look how nice they did this one. I like to look at the ends to see how evenly. You want to compare it? Yeah, there's no. There's 50 in here. I have to see. I was on the top of the paper. Now, all copper rolls are a little bit wider than all zinc, very slightly, like either 1 penny or a half a penny difference. So either there's one more penny in here, or they're mostly copper, which I know they're probably mostly copper. All right, let's see if we can get this wide enough to open up nice and beautifully. And I don't know. I can't. I mean, it's mostly copper. I don't know if it's all copper though. So we shall find out. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna do. Let me see if I'm gonna do. Boom! Wow. All right. So let's get a little closer. Wow. So misaligned. North to south. Let me see if the light's too much. Yeah. I like a little bit of the contrast. All right. Tremendous penny. The funny thing is, I don't find many errors. And I wonder if misaligned. I wonder if the person took the errors out. Part of me doesn't think so. But another part of me feels like look at all the 74s. Another part of me feels like the person collected copper pennies. I gotta look at this under the loop. Make sure it's not an image. I think it's something that happened in the mint. It's not valuable or anything, but some of them are. I'll hold on to that. We'll do a short on that one. Wow, 66. Let me put the penny. That's a beautiful 66. Okay. I don't see any doubling on the obverse. Even here you can see it. So it's probably a grease strike. Yeah. You even see the tops of the letters. Yeah, I think this is a grease strike. And you can see the deformity. So it kind of fits. Look how clean the edges. Yeah, that's gonna go into my special tubes. I filled up one tube. I have to start another one. Almost looks bronze. Almost. It's another 74. Missing line. Color error. You can see at the rim. Amazing how many 74s we found. I wish I knew the story behind this one. But there are also 60s, right? And 70s. So it looks like this roll is going to be all copper. Wow, what a stunner, man. Edge is a little dark. I'll probably put this into the the BU roll. Little dark. We'll see. I think I'm going to put into the BU roll. What a cameo, huh? To really see that outline. So strong. Let me look at that under the loop. It's really odd to find rust on a copper penny. It's actually an error. Because copper doesn't rust. But remember, these pennies aren't 100% copper. Hmm. And you can tell the difference between rust and staining or discoloration. Erosion. You can tell the difference between the two. Mm-hmm. It would have to have some sort of corrosion right in the cross slit. It's always the way it goes. The 64, you always want to check the 4. I'm not in the mood to go through the whole date thing. '62 also you have to check the 2. I can see something on the bottom of this one. Let me look at that under the loop. Then we'll look at it. Oh yeah, beauty. Okay, let me look at the other elements. Yeah, I mean, you can see some spread. Ah, the L has some extra, and Liberty has some extra thickness. Okay, so we got the 2 with that notch in it on the southeast. And then the L has some extra thickness. Let me check out the reverse real quick. Nothing on the reverse. See the notching in the 2, and in the tip of the 2 there, where I'm pointing to, you can see some either notching or spreading or doubling. I guess you can see some notching in the 9 also, but the L, on the right side of the L, has like a little extra blip. No, that's not helping, I don't think. Let me turn it around. Let me turn. Let's look at it upside down. Do you see it? There's some extra thickness or extra metal. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. Sort of in the loop. All right, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a little research on this one at the end. Yeah, I'll probably put this into the BU roll. Yes, edge is a little browner too. Yeah, this is an oddity. Now let's look at the rest of these pennies, just to see. Yeah, you see how so many of them are shiny. Those are going into the tubes that I have, because the edges are so clean, so it looks really nice in the tube. Yeah, this one works for an in the MS tube. I do wish they had some more significant errors. And a lot of them have the misalignment. And some real minor color errors. Look how clean this one is. How yellow this one is. A little bit of a floating roof. No value. Another 69. They even seem to be in order a little bit, right? So the 72, I didn't even realize that. If it has any doubling on the obverse, it's considered a key. But I know the 72s with with the I've seen them before. They're really super doubled. The key varieties, they're really super duper doubled. So the little notching and stuff like that would not qualify as a true double die. But some people have them down as basically a variety, I guess. And I have found varieties that match perfectly the pictures on coppercoins.com. Maybe I'll do it at the end with that 62. I was saying 72. It's a 62. Well, the 62 is also it has doubling. It's also a key variety. 62 and the 72P, Philadelphia. And we'll look at the MS pennies that I put to the side to see if they're all worthy for the tube, which I have to get a tube out. I don't have one here. I have to get a new tube out. I might have done two already, actually. I know I said one, but I might have done two. Look at this one. Bazonkas. Yeah, these are nuts. See, it's very common to have grease strikes, on the reverse right in this area. It's very common. The north. I guess it must be how they put the grease down. You can see the E is basically gone here. And we did find another one before, I believe. Was it this one? I don't know. That one had that stuff on it. I thought we found another grease strike. Struck. Yeah, I guess that one. I'll put those two together. But it's common. Does not add value. 61. So far, this is our oldest, and this is a bronze cent. It has some tin mixed in with the zinc. 95% copper. And then the other 5% is part tin and part zinc. Makes it bronze. 59, 60, and 61 are bronze. That's nice. All right. So indeed, these are very beautiful pennies. But I have to admit, it does take a little bit. It takes a little something out of the mystery, Die clash. Wow. Yeah. That's an error. I think I found another one with rust on it, right? Did I put it away or is this it here? Yeah. We got two with rust. And I've seen sometimes what I remember reading was that on copper pennies, if you found rust like this in the elements, it has to do with an issue with the die. That's right. I can't remember the name. There's a specific name for the error, and it leaves these black marks or rust looking like marks like this. And it has to do with the die and something to do with, the element, either the numbers, the letters. I guess if you're doing this type of stuff every day, your whole life, for many, many years, you probably will remember the errors. And like I said, at the end, we're almost done. We got three more with this one. And we will look at that 62, and we will look at the pennies that I'm putting in the MS, and we will take out the dark edge ones and put them into the BU pile rolls. 1980. This is our most recent one, I believe we found today. What a beauty, huh? Okay. All right, let's do that first. See, so you notice I look at the edges. Yeah, it's for errors, but it's also to see which pile I'm going to put them into. So these are the three piles of the nicest pennies from this roll. Now, I've said this in multiple videos. If I find one penny in this condition in a roll from the bank, I'm jumping with joy. To find this many means that it came from somebody was collecting them, because this is virtually impossible. The roll is very old. Someone's collecting them. There's a very specific reason you're going to find this many mint state pennies in a customer wrap penny roll at a bank. It's not that this is not pocket change from 2024. That's impossible. Billions and billions to one. It's not going to happen. All right. Anyway, let's look at now. What we're looking for are dark pennies, right? Because here are the these are my my MS for the tubes, right? For the tube. If you don't know what the tubes are, this is the tubes, right? These are the tubes, and then we're going to have BU rolls that are going to go into marked wrappers. So these are the BUs that I put to the side. A couple of them are really nice, but they have some sort of issues to either the surface or, well, maybe this one is nice. Let me see. Let me look at these BUs for a second. Now, but look what happens when you put them next to these, and you can see the difference. So I don't want to mix any of those. So none of those. So I had a good eye. Those are BU. Now let's look at these to see if any of these. Now these I put here as MS, but I really don't want to mix uglier ends with in the tube, because you can see the tube, right? The tube is transparent. So the ones that let me put the light on. So the ones that I'm looking to take out might be this one, maybe that one. But they're not bad. All right, so let me take them out and give them a second look. That's this one, and see, but in that light, it doesn't. It looks okay. It's this one then, right? See, but I'm gonna pick out one of the other ones. See, I don't want these in there like that. The duller ones. I don't want those. All right, so let's look at these. Again. They're really nice. Yeah, this one is super nice. So let's put them in the middle of the roll. Maybe they were two, and let's see if they're eyesores. You can even see a couple more, like maybe even this one, and that one. See, the more you start looking at this stuff, you could really drive yourself a little nuts. And that one. I'm gonna take those two out and put them next to the other two, or those that I don't know. Let's see. We'll just put them there. Now this is real tedious stuff. Don't get me wrong. And it's really split in hairs. Like I said, I just want it to be really shiny. And yeah, those two, I think I'm gonna take those two out. They're pretty nice though. Let me see. One last shot, maybe from a distance. All right, they're not bad. I'll keep them in there. Now let's compare this to the MS roll. Excuse me, the BU roll. Yeah, maybe one of these are kind of nice, but all right. So this is what I separate the pennies by condition, and at the end, if you want to see the end result, we got these are the ones that are going to go in the tubes. These are the BU rolls. These go into the AU, and these will be fine. And we had no heavily circulated pennies in this penny roll. And then these are for the short videos. Got the rust, the grease. Oh, we gotta look at the 62. I forgot about the 62. Dirt. All right. And I said in the 62 that there's a notch in the 2, and then the extra on the, I believe it's the top right on the L. So let's go to copper coins. Let me take off my gloves. I don't like touching the mouse with the dirty finger gloves. All right. All right, let me do this with you. All right, so I go to the date guide in copper coins. Then we're going to 1962. And then, okay, so it's the front 1962P. It's a Philadelphia 1DO. And now we're looking for the line on the bottom. This one kind of has it a little bit, but it's the whole two. So I'm gonna say no, 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 no. Oh my God, there's 9 of them. Jeez. W. Nope, nope, nope. We'll look for the extra eyelid later. See, this one has it here. We have it here. Nope. Extra eyelid. I could look at the U. Now we have it here on the bottom. And he has it here too. Never seen that one before. He has it here on the 2, extra eyelid. He has it here. We can look at this and we can look at this again. No, 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 no. He has it here on the L. Nope, 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 nope. All right, let's look at it one last time. So it does have it in the front. I didn't even realize that before. So it does have it in the front. And the 6 has the little notch in it too. So it's definitely one of the variations. The only thing we have to do now is find out which one it is. So if you stick with me for a little while, I'm going to look for it again. And the L, I have to look at the L again too. So the 2, I expanded upon my initial diagnosis. Yeah, the L has the notch in it, and it has the extra line on the right side. I don't know if you can see it through the camera. All right, and the 2, see, under the loop, I really don't see that. I can see it more in the camera. For some reason, it's kind of weird. But in the camera, maybe it's because of the light. I can see the notching or the extra. I can see the 2 right there, which is absolutely beautiful. But under the loop, I can't see that. So weird. So let's see if I can find that 2. Let me start from the beginning. I'm not going to do it on camera again because it's just. Let me start at the beginning. And it's like a little 2 inside of a 2. And how about the 6? Does the 6 have anything? Let me use the camera again this time. Wait. I mean, they have notching. All right, but it's mostly that 2 with the extra little 2 in it. Has a nice clockwise pivot from K7, shows a strong separation on the date with weaker separation in trust. I didn't even really look at the motto. Oh, there is some weak separation in trust. Oh, actually, the whole motto has some spread separation to it. Spreading separation. But I would have to say that trust, and you can see it's dirty. I'm not going to do any cleaning, but you can see like the top of the T has some of this has some separation, and the S, you can see it, and the bottom. So there's some separation going on, spreading in all of the letters, the whole model really. You can see it in the I and the N very well, notching on the bottom. All right, let's keep going. But that 2 is really the key. And the 9 has a little notch on the top, and the 6 has some notching in it. So there is some separation in the trust, weak separation. All right, a strong clockwise pivot. It does have a strong clockwise pivot, and it has weak separation in the trust. That's the, I'll show you, that's the 001 and the 002. The 003, nice separation can be seen on the date and the UST of trust. No, it's weak on trust. Minor spread shown on the date, Liberty, and trust. No, not really. Some nice doubling can be seen on the date. That's the 008. All right. I'm really leaning towards a strong clockwise pivot on the 2. Well, it says the date. Oh, yeah, the 6 shows it also. So let me show you 001 and 002 real quick. You can read it. If you want to pause and read, you can. If you want to pause and read, you can. So I see it has a very strong, I guess he's calling it a pivot in the 2. I don't know about the 6. The 6, I don't know if it's pivoting or separation or notches, but it has a weak separation and trust. Let me see if they, let's look if they have pictures. See, on this one, you can see it much more clearer on the 6. Yeah, I can see that. These are the, I forgot what they're called. What's it called? The MDS. The MDS. They'll show, on the MDS, they'll show you closer pictures. All right, I'm going to go with the 001 on this. If you have a better idea, you can let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm going to go for 1DO-001P for the 1962. Okay, here we go. And 43 minutes. See, that was with reviewing one penny and looking at some of the other nicer ones. All right, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in episode. This is 268. I'll see you in episode 269.